just like I said, I'm going to take a different approach and dive straight into practical. Now, remember I talked about hooks, your strategy, your framework. We're going to put all those things to practice now. And I'm going to be giving ChatGPT some prompts, or I'll just tell you to create or generate prompts for me, and you see the magic. So remember we talked about our image generation, our text generation, our audio clip generation, and I said Google Flow can also create both the sound, the voice, and the video. So from ChatGPT, I'm just going to put in a prompt that says, I want to create a, no, not an education reel for my website business. And you write me a script and apply the code framework to engage audience. Now, one of the things you can do is that you can tell ChatGPT who your audience are. Are you focusing on individuals or businesses or non-profit organizations? If you're going to say non-profit organization, you're going to also break them down into their categories. So that's a high level kind of way to inform the AI that this is what you are trying to do. Now, the reason why I'm just going this route is because I said some time ago, I said ChatGPT has a memory, and this memory allows you or allows ChatGPT to keep record of conversations you've been having. And from doing so, you have a easy of ensuring that ChatGPT gets exactly what you are saying. So you don't even need to start explaining and start a new conversation. I've been prompting ChatGPT for over a year now, and I'm telling you, based on quite a number of work I've done, it has an understanding of what I'm trying to do or what I'll be trying to say to my audience. I should be able to provide a, a prompt manual that's very useful for training ChatGPT. So this is an idea of how the graphics should flow. I can now tell you that it should create a prompt for each scene. Create a prompt for each scene. Do you understand? Now this is the script, and this is the prompt for each screen. For the script, the idea is just to create a voiceover for me. And for this scene is to create an image for me. Now, what would I do? What I'll do is I'll just say write or generate rather. Either one is correct. Generate from image for the scene you have suggested, because it was one that suggested the scene for you. So generate image prompts for the scenes you have suggested. So it's going to generate this image prompt. Now, while it does, now it has given me suggestions. Either I use the Leonard, Mid Journey, then Del-E. But the thing about Mid Journey is that it is paid. It's not a free tool. That's why I made suggestion of the and Leonard I introduced us to. Now, Wix is free, but Leonard AI has a limitation of 150 credits per day, and I'm quite sure we're using more than that. So what I would first do is come to my 11 labs, ready to generate my text, copy my script from here, everything here. Now take notes. We have the hook, we have the problem, talked about the value, three values, and call to action. The hook, the problem, three values, two to three values, and solution to problem. That is the framework I mentioned the other day. So I'm just going to put this here. And while I wait for it to generate, I'm going to come to this section to start generating my scene. So this is the first scene, a confident, I'm going to put it over here, paste it, and generate. I don't need to add, now I can add reference images, but for now I'm not adding reference images. I can put the subject, enter my text, upload a kind of image, then upload another image for my scene and style. But we're not going to get into this now. We're just going to use our prompt directly. I can actually upload some certain images as reference or other form of text to support what I'm trying to do. So this is the person. This is for the scene, that's the area, what kind of environment you want. And this is for the, so I'm going to agree with. And this is for the style. Is it going to be a 3D kind of style? Is it going to be a 2D? Now, we're talking about business. African male tech entrepreneur in a modern office studio. This is the kind of interface we will get. Now, I can choose to animate this. If I animate it, it's just going to give me, it may talk, it may not talk. You understand? I think this is asking for something. So, animate, take this image, see, put this here. Like I said, just your basic conversation. Like initially I said, you can website and generate your text. Now this is the text from my 11 labs for my audio generation AI. So I can change the voice. If I'm not satisfied with this voice, I can come back and say, okay, can it be, let me use this, African film. I don't want this. So I'd rather go for a masculine voice and maybe something African. Let me see if I'm going to regenerate now. So I'm going to regenerate now. Okay. So I think I'm okay with this. What I'll just do next is to come to this button below and download. That is all I have to do. I mentioned something, have 10,000 credits per month. That's for the free version. 11 labs for audio generation, Wix for image generation, Google Flow for image generation as well. So while we are waiting for, okay, so I have my audio ready and I've downloaded it. I have my image ready as well. But I said something, I wanted to give something a try. Like I said, Google Flow animates and also has the audio. This also animates, but we want to also have the audio to see what kind of response to give us. So I've copied this. I'm going to paste it inside this column just to let it know that this is a statement. I'm trying to make sentence. Now with this, because I'm using the free version, I only have 7 scenes to generate today. That is 7 videos, or yes, 7 videos. And I have to be very intentional about this. I mentioned this also that Flow gives you 140 credits a day, and per video generation you exhaust 20 credits. So that means you can also use 7 images per generation. That's 7 videos. You can actually generate 7 videos per day. So it's very important that you are very intentional and well calculated when it comes to what you have to do here. So we are at 60 here. We can come here. Let's just start creating a new project on Flow. And I'll scroll here, I just click on new project. Now, this we ask, how do I want to, what do I want to do exactly? For for this particular action now, I want frame to video. Frame to video means that I take my frame, I take a picture to start the video, and I also have an end video. Now, if I don't have start and end, and I just take my content and I copy my text, let me just say, I think I should be able to read this in 8 seconds. If I'm able to get that in 8 seconds, I'm going to put this in, and I will use text to video. Now, for text to video, I won't be able to, I don't have control over what Flow will do. Do you understand? I don't have control over what Flow will do, but I can only give it the words, and it's going to say it the way it sees fit to say it. So yeah, I just gave it something to say. It's going to come up with an image, video, and going to add audio, what 8 seconds to it. That's why I didn't copy everything. So while I'm doing this now, I'll now show you how to add multiple frames to one product, or one result, one video result, and ensure that you are able to create at least 8. So 8 seconds for each video, and you're going to get altogether for something minutes, or sorry, for something seconds. What? But if you want to have more and have a more extended features and function, you just want to subscribe. But the first tool I suggested, now remember I said this is going to take 20 credits per your generation based on the settings that we have. I can change my settings, but if I increase it, I'll be exhausting more. And if I reduce it, I will be exhausting more as well. So based on audio I prompted, it has generated an 8 seconds video for me. And is that 8 seconds video I will use? But remember, I already have my own image. I'm not just telling you to say it. I'm telling you that, oh, I want you to say it this particular way now. Based on the one I first created, this is it. If your website is not. Now, it was able to talk within 6 seconds. This gives us 6 seconds worth of timeline, while this gives us 8 seconds worth of timeline. So let me play what this has. Oh, then click on one. Yeah. Now, I've seen that based on it's not. I think this is basically where I stopped. Now, if I want to continue, what I'll just do here for this flow is to click on this add scene and continue with my text. So that means I can get this in 8 seconds. Back to text and continue. So now I want to start creating. So I'm going to put in and next. So this feature is now available for the version I'm using now. So I'll just click. You see that the second frame is already loading on its own. So it should continue from where it stops and next frame. So I'm done 20 seconds into this. And that's the same thing I can do here. So, now, if we now have to do something lengthy, there's an AI tool called Agent, and I can tell you what Agent has created. Now, some of these tools are free, some of them are paid. If you are going to utilize the free tool, there is just a little you can do for some. And if you're going to utilize the paid tool, there's also what you can do, what credit or subscription you go for. So while that is done, okay, this is almost done. I'm also waiting for this to come back, and I'm waiting for this to log me. Okay, so this should be done. Then if your website is not bringing. Now, the reason why we have something different is because we are not guiding it with images. So if I'm going to guide it with images, then I'm going to use the image we created here. I just want us to take that flow. I have a start image and an end image. I can retain this same image. That means I want image consistency. So once I start with this guy, I'm going to download this image now. If you remember, I already created one video with this guy. So I'm going to download my image and bring it to Flow and add it to my second frame. So back to Flow. Then I have this continue and the likes. But instead, let me just give us an overview of what I can do from here. But before we come to this list, this is going to be the last tool I'll be talking about. I'm going to talk about Faceless, Real, and Agent. And before I come back to, after I've finished showing you what you can achieve, this ones. So you've seen the process. Then I'm just going to add an image. I've added different images. So I'm just going to add this other image. Okay, instead of uploading a new image, I will upload the existing image. So I'm just going to come to the existing image and use one of them. I have quite a number. system 7. So instead of uploading a new image, I'm just going to use the one I already have here. So I'm going to retain my start frame. I retain my start frame. My end going to be the same start. Then I put in my text. This should populate, and I move on. So it's creating a third prompt for me. While I'm at that, I'm still going to come back to this. Choose the second, same image because I don't want it to change. That was the same thing that I wanted to, that I was trying to use to, okay, let me just, yes, that's the same thing I was trying to use with this. So instead of having to download and upload multiple images, I'm just going to use the images in the flow that I have access to. Now this is also going to continue my second side of it. So this and back to flow, then I continue generate. So I have 40 credits left. So you see that it's calculating for so 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2 each, 5, 6. That means it's going to go up to 70. So moving from here to here, let's just see what it gives us after this second one. And I believe as time goes on, there will be improvements on these tools, how one can utilize them. Now, back to agent. Now, the reason why I talked about these tools, or the reason I just want to introduce us to these tools, I've used it to create quite a number of tools, sorry, quite a number of contents that I've created. And I just copied my prompt, I pasted it, I actually trained it with my own video, with my own image. After training it, I came back and put my text. I copied my font, sorry, I copied my script into it. This is the first script. I chose my avatar. After choosing the avatar, it analyzes it and says, okay, this is what I'm going to give you. Then I discovered that there was something wrong in prompts or the script I gave it initially. So I came back and wrote the script again and it analyzed it. And I wanted to change my avatar, but this is a picture. The initial avatar was in video. So it just asked if I was ready to go, I should just type yes. Once I clicked yes, it analyzed it for a few minutes and it generated this outcome. Now it does all this for you without even, you don't need to tell it more than this prompt. It does all these things for you. But this is a paid tool and it will require your consent to upload your video or your picture. But if you don't want to use your video or your picture, just like I said, create, you can create your own avatar, a consistent avatar that will keep talking for you. Do you understand? Where's the video? Okay, yes, this is it. And You see this guy now. You have that. But for this agent, you can create a minute long, 2 minutes long, 3 minute long what video. Do you understand? That you can keep pushing to your social media platform. If you don't want to use your image, you can create a new avatar. Let me take us there. You can create a new avatar. It could be a picture, it could be it could be an animation, it could be anything. Do you understand? And to upload it, you have your avatar. There are different templates that you can also adopt. There's so many people using many of these templates nowadays. So you can adopt any of these templates and you know have a picture to what you just do is upload the picture you want, any kind of picture, upload your script or your own voice recording. Once you've done that, you can just publish. So let me copy my script. And once I hit generate, I'll be able to generate. Now I have 30 seconds max. Let me see if I can look at another thing. I'm just going to, and so I have 30 seconds max to generate. I can choose a voice or I can change the script. Now I can use this voice and select my voice because I've trained it already. So it's fine. And let's see, click on generate. If it generates, then fine, move to another. So that's my own voice, my own AI version, my AI version, or the AI version of my voice rather. So that's one thing that we've been able to achieve on this. Is pretty straightforward, clean, clear, no, there's no how do I put it now? No long talk, no long story. With when it comes to agent, but it is paid. To get the best out of agent, we have to pay for it. That's just, I wouldn't say uh, setback, but in terms of creating something, so creating something free requires a lot of effort, but creating something from the paid version, then having a lot, you'll be having a lot of free hands, just a lot of time to be able to think more, strategize more, and deploy. So that is basically how you can achieve this. Then once you are done, you download your. So once you click on download, it downloads everything. So if you are doing it as a frame or joint frame, it downloads everything. If you are doing it single as a single generation, then it downloads it one after the other. So this generation is still 60%. Once this is done, I'm going to download it and show you. So first choice for me is agent, or it is paid. If you want to go through the hustle of creating your frame and waiting daily, to get a renewed credit to add more fruit to what you are doing. But you might have challenges with consistency because it's generating each video as a new project, not as something continuous. But above all this that I've shown you, except you want to have different scenes, you can just come up with different scenes but use one voice over. Now that will now require you to know what they call this now, any video editing tool such as CapCut. When you have your CapCut, what you can do is download this audio that has been generated, then arrange your scene on it. So it does not even have to be talking, it does not have to lip sync, but it might just have different images or videos rolling over the voiceover. And you can do it for as many as possible. You can even pick random images. But when we are looking at what you can do consistently, you can use this to create your images or use this to create your images and also your 6 seconds videos that you might have a problem with its consistency. That's basically one of the challenges. But when it comes to agent, you can't deal with consistency or you can't have any problem with consistency when it comes to agent. I want to open this one, but if it's not going to open, I'm just going to wait for it till it is done. Once it's done, I'll drop it on the group and everybody will be able to see. I'll also drop this my slide here. And if there's any question, just let me know. But my first recommendation is AI Gen. You have your images, have your avatar. You don't have to do much when it comes to agent. It's paid, but you can get some daily credits as well. But if you are going to be using the paid version, you have access to do quite a number of things. You need to create your own video agents and avatar and the likes. I have quite a number of uh, I have this avatar. I was one that created this avatar and I can use any of the options that has been provided for me. So this is basically what I have for now. I have quite a number of videos I've generated agent that stayed consistent. This is an AI version of it. It's not I was not the one doing the video. I can see that the voice is a little different. It's not just a little, yeah, it's pretty different from what you're hearing. That's what we have for this evening. You are going to follow through an assignment and ensure that you are able to create your own version. Don't just want a situation whereby you are not able to practice what you've learned so far. So I will be sending the link to this training, this evening session. Please do well to ask questions and eventually clarity. I'll be able to give us support. So thank you so much. I hope this session